While in Buenos Aires, we stayed in the Palermo Soho neighborhood. We often ventured into other parts of the city to explore other neighborhoods like Recoleta. Today we came to the Recoleta neighborhood, and this is the famous cemetery behind us, but we didn't want to go in and do the whole tourist thing, so we're actually going to go up to one of the rooftop bars here and get a drink and overlook the cemetery, get a different point of view. So that's what we're going to go up to, that place there. Found a craft fair. Today we're going to take a walk through Palermo, Hollywood. tonight we found a place that served ramen. So we decided we wanted to remember a little bit of our Japan adventure by getting some ramen and seeing if it was the same as in Japan. Wasn't quite. They got it, I'd say 50% right, but it was good. It was a good change. There's a stop sign, but as you can see, nobody stops. The next morning, I called an Uber and drove through the city to my class in Fileteado, Porteño.
Okay, look. Paper.
Okay.
Now, this is turpentine because we use synthetic enamel. I take a palette. You have to do long strokes.
You need very steady hands too.
So the long stroke. So we represent the convex surface. See? This mixing in the Fileteado language is called Chapin. And it allows you also to get shadows in the complete composition very quickly. Now I represent the convex surface. This is too dark. I put more varnish. This is better. Also you can use the sponge. And here you represent the concave surfaces, the holes. I paint a portrait, I use the same technique. I made it like that. The background color and add the different transparent.
So it's about layering it.
Yes. For me it's better because if you mistake, you can erase without erase the step before.
Yeah.
The former step. And also following the technique. I recommend to paint simple compositions, but
Argentina is known as one of the top 3 wool producing countries in the world. So today I'm going to walk along to the street that has all of the wool shops on. And it's not too far, it's about a 25-minute walk from where we're staying, so it could be dangerous. Shopping. On my way home, after stopping for a Starbucks because it was hot and I needed one, I just stumbled across this cute little park, and there's also a craft show going on, so I'm gonna have to walk through the craft show and see what they have. There's also a food market and fruits and vegetables. Back from wool shopping, and I wanted to show you everything that I got. The street with all of the wool shops on is it can be quite overwhelming. There are so many shops with so many different types of wool, different types of supplies. I thought I went with what I had in mind of what I wanted to buy, and I came out with something completely different because I saw different things that I knew I would never be able to get again once we're back home. So let me show you everything that I got. So the first thing, I really am loving all of the neutrals right now. I see a lot of knitted pieces, knitted accessories like bags and scarves and beautiful little bolero jackets I've seen done in neutrals. So I could not pass up this beautiful wool that has all different sizes, and I've tried a few samples with it, and it has been a challenge because of the different sizes, because I want those kind of puffy pieces to stand out. So I have to figure out the right pattern and the right project to use it on. But I've got a couple of skeins of this, and I think it's going to be really cool when I figure out how to use it. But that's my neutral number 1. Neutral number 2 is this I got, and this is a really different type of texture to it. It's almost like, it reminds me of like cording that we used to use, or like cording almost for macrame, but softer. And I have an idea in mind for this. I think I'm gonna try some granny squares. That's gonna make a purse, and then I'm gonna combine it with some black wool. That's kind of what I have in mind. So we'll see if I actually end up doing that, or a lot of times when I start on a project, I change my mind and I do something completely different. But so we'll see what I end up doing with this. This one I could not pass up. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up or not, but it has a gold, kind of a gold thread running through the wool. And I thought this would be really nice for Christmas to make a vest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make a vest out of this for the holidays. Just a quick little project to do. But I loved the textures in it, and of course the sparkle that's in it, because you can't go wrong with sparkle. So this here is 100% wool, and you can see it's just spun really, really loosely. And then you have some thicker parts and you have some thinner pieces, but it was so luxurious and so different and just pure. It's just the pure Argentinian wool. So I had to get that, had to. And since I've come home, I've already tried, I got a chunky crochet hook when I was at the store as well. And I've already tried doing up a sample. And what I did was I actually incorporated some of this wool, the knobbly wool, in with it, just to kind of see what the two of them would look like together. And I like it. It's doing like a big kind of chunky stitch. So just enjoying playing around with that. They also had needle felting wool, so I had to get a couple of kind of balls of that. The price was absolutely insane for these, so they worked out to, it's about $1.75 for each, US. So I had to get some of that. I've been seeing some projects on Pinterest that I might use these for, so see what I end up doing with them. They had these little odds and ends bags, and I didn't realize it at the time, but they're actually like cut pieces. So they're not full continuous. I thought maybe I'd be able to include them in as I'm crocheting, and I suppose I still could, but they're really more for making tassels when I really kind of looked at what they were, so I might have to make some tassels. In this store here, it was called Noob, and they had a sample. Their wool at first, it didn't look like anything too special or too different than what we can get at home. But then when I really started looking at the samples that they had made up, this one in particular really caught my attention. Let me show you what it can do. So as you make your stitches, if you leave some longer stitches out and you just pull apart the thread a little bit, it creates this beautiful texture. It's almost like waves. And so I had to get some of this. I thought it was really unique, and when it's all stitched up and you've got these pieces sticking out, it's really, really nice. But as you can see, then as you just pull it when it's not stitched, it just turns right back into the wool. So that's gonna be really kind of neat to play with and see what I can come up with. I got a pink and a black to kind of play around with, so we'll see what I can come up with those. I am still working on this piece here, which is like a sweater vest, and it's almost done. I'll show it to you when it's done, but I made it a little bit too big, but I think I'm actually liking the oversized kind of cozy feel to it. So the black wool I also bought here. I bought that last week, so I've been working on that. The wool you have seen in a previous video, that one I got from a wool shop in Ottawa, Ontario. So it's gonna be this piece is gonna be an around the world piece. So some wool from Canada and some from Argentina. So I mentioned the price of the felting wool was really cheap. So for all of that, everything that I got, it came to just under $20 US. So I could have filled suitcases full. I should have filled suitcases full and shipped them back, but it just means we'll have to come back one day, or maybe they do online ordering. I'll have to investigate that because the prices are just absolutely incredible, and the products themselves, the wool is beautiful. These chunky, really loosely woven wools. I just really drawn to them. They create so much texture. I can't wait to play around and see what I come up with.